I'm Josh.
And I'm Justine. And
We're going to be talking about our future plans and aspirations, and we're also going to be asking our friends Rachel and Kate their plans and aspirations as well.
so, Joshua, what do you plan to do when you get out of school?
Definitely want to work full time, get some money in the bank, buy myself a new car because that's a piece of crap. Definitely just keep working, get my life in order, the basic stuff. Maybe find a relationship, but What about you, Justine?
I think that's a great. That's a great plan, Josh. Okay. I'd like to go to culinary school, and then after that, I'd like to apply for an internship at Disney World to bake there, because that'd be fun. It's like the place where dreams come true. And I basically just want to be a pastry chef / baker person.
Yes.
So we're gonna ask Rachel now. What do you plan to do when you get out of school?
I plan to go to college to study hospitality business and get a part-time job working to save some money for college and for all that financial stuff that I know I'm going to probably need in life.
Rock on.
And
Now-
what about you, Kate?
I'm planning on going to college. I'm going to major in music, and hopefully I'm going to be going into a career with music. I'd like to play with orchestras that do soundtracks for movies, video games, stuff like that.
That would be so cool.
Fancy. So, Josh, back to you. What do you want to do for fun outside of work and school?
Definitely have more freedom to go shopping, relax, hang out with friends, stop staring at me. And definitely get more sleep because I'm like borderline insomniac. Find a relationship, the one, down the road of life. I want to go on a road trip with friends and visit every state and get like bumper stickers to put on the back of my bumper from every state. Like, wouldn't that be cool?
I want postcards.
I'll get you postcards. What about you, Justine? What would you like to do?
I
What
got
do you
big
wanna-
goals ahead. I'd like to buy a hedgehog. I'd like to start taking yoga classes, because I've always wanted to do that, but I haven't
Flexibility.
had enough money, and I feel like just to find my center in life. I'd like to travel different parts of the world, obviously, including the great United States. God bless America. And I'd like to get married, be successful, and just be jolly in life.
What about you, Rachel?
For after school, I would, like when I get out and everything, I would definitely like to hang out with my friends, of course. Go and do what I usually do, which is most of the time just hanging out with friends, trying to figure out what I like to do. Visit family, go and travel around the world with my friends, of course, because travel and try new foods, which my friend always has told me, you must try this place, which I will absolutely do with her in a heartbeat. Do community service and try and find that special guy.
I'm coming with you on that food adventure.
Yes, you are. Are you kidding me? You're the person who invented it.
Yes. Okay.
And what about you, Kate?
Well,
What do you like to do for fun outside of school/work?
basically the same as what I said I wanted to do with my future. I just compose music a lot on piano, and I go on the internet a lot after school, and someday I probably would like to travel. I don't know how well that's going to work out with money and stuff, but that would be fun.
That's nice.
Do you think that some of the required courses we have to take in high school will help you with your future jobs, like history, science, chemistry, some of the topics we learn in math? Do you think that would really help you?
I think high school should be more like college in the sense that you take classes that are related and helpful to what you want to spend the rest of your life doing. And if you don't know what you want to do by the time you reach high school, you can just take like normal classes like science and blah blah blah. Because like especially with math, half of the things you're never going to use again in your life unless you want to be like a math teacher.
I agree. I feel like some of the classes are just like to keep us busy, you know what I mean? Like history, I feel like, how am I going to use history? You know, like I want to be a makeup artist. I don't want to. What about you, Rachel?
Some of the classes I do agree don't help whatsoever, but the classes that don't really help, they also teach us about like what not to do in life. They say, this is what caused this, this was the problem, this is what caused it, we had the solution, and we moved on. But you can't forget what it is. But the thing is, they're not going to help you in life. The only classes that I'm going to be taking on your own next semester, and I think that's going to be the almost the helpfulest class I'm probably going to ever take because it helps you with your financials and all the other stuff that you're going to need to take on outside of the classroom and into real life.
I was going to take that class, but that's another issue. Thanks, guidance.
What about you, Kate?
I think no, because you only really need the basics for everything, and I agree with what you said about high school it should be like college. You should be able to learn the basics in elementary and middle school, and then you should go and choose what you want to do during high school.
And prepare yourself for the real world, you know what I mean?
Yes. So, back to the job topic. Is the job you wanted to pursue when you were younger the same now, or has it changed? Because when like you're younger, you want to be like an astronaut or like a
Something completely unobtainable and...
yeah. Well, you can be an astronaut, but don't you have to be like wicked short or something? That is true.
When I was younger, I wanted to be a car salesman, which I realize now is a dead-end job. But because basically, like, you go to work and it all depends on the economy and, like, if people can afford to buy cars or not. Like, people do it in the summer when it's cheaper. But now I found my calling in life, and I love my job, and I love what I do, and I don't feel like I'm working. My grandmother always said, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, and I agree with that. I feel like when I'm working, I'm not actually working. You know what I mean?
Your grandmother is a smart young woman.
What about you, Justine?
When I was younger, I knew I loved cooking, especially baking. But when I never really thought of it as a career until recently. And throughout like sophomore and junior year of high school, I wanted to be a lawyer. But then I realized that I don't like sitting at a desk doing work. So I was like, I want a hands-on job, and I want. Oh shit. Oh, it's still recording. I want to be a baker is what I'm saying. / pastry chef. What about you, Rachel?
Mine's changed. I mean, I think I started thinking of like being culinary, but then that kind of changed. I mean, like I don't think I could handle the pressure at some points. I mean, because you have to do a fine, nice job. So, I mean, people have told me you could probably do this if you set your mind to it, and I agree to some point, but it's changed, and I realized the one thing I wanted to do that I'm good at is planning events that sometimes my friends do horrible jobs with when it comes to it. So I would like to be the person to do that and set something and stay put to it because I'm
That's nice.
Yeah.
Over to you, Kate.
Well, when I was younger, I wanted to be a doctor, so that's not true anymore.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad that you guys all have. But
I'm just gonna add another question in here. Um, if you could choose like one goal, like one huge goal that you had to achieve throughout your lifetime, what would that be? Josh, you first, honey. Snuggums. I didn't mean to say that. That's embarrassing. Josh, what's your goal? All right, I'm gonna start off. I think my main goal is to be happy. Because if you're happy in life, it's gonna be a good one.
I agree. I definitely feel like happiness is the most important thing. Relationships and finding love and all this stuff. Like you have to be happy with who you are and happy with yourself before you can be happy with someone else. So
Agreed. Rachel?
I agree with happiness, but I also agree with like trust and honesty. To have like an honest and open relationship, honest about what you want to be, who you are, how you want to live your life. It shouldn't matter what people say, think, or do. It's your own opinions. You don't need to listen to anybody else. You need to listen to yourself.
That was deep. Kate?
Well, one of my big goals is to play with the Boston Pops.
I hope you make it there someday. So, this has been Justine
and Josh,
and
Rachel, and Kate.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kendall, for the laughing throughout this.
We're so professional.
But we tried. The effort is what counts.
It's the effort that matters. Okay.
How do I stop recording?
Can you please send that to me?
It's not off yet, guys.